Hi guys, my name is Lauren. I'm one of the co-founders of Klasik Fit. Klasik Fit started August 4th, 2020, and for you guys that don't know, Klasik Fit wasn't always Klasik Fit. We started off as Lauren Klasik Fitness, and it was just me. And so when we initially got started, my background was not in fitness. I was in the corporate world. I worked for a publishing firm. And so, there were a few things about fitness that always bothered me. I don't know, some of you might be able to relate with me, but I was that person that would show up to the gym, sit in the parking lot, get all pumped up, ready to go, and I would look around and I would see all the cars and I would psych myself out about walking in those doors. And so I would literally turn around and drive home. And so gym intimidation for me, I've experienced it, I've been there. That was number one. Number two, I would go to the gym when I did show up, and I would always go to the elliptical or the treadmill, and I would go really hard for like 2 weeks, and then I would fall off. And one day I realized I really had no idea what I was doing, and in between not knowing what I was doing, I was pretty intimidated to walk into any group fitness classes. And so I decided to look into personal training, and it was like $120 a session, and I couldn't believe how expensive it was. And so I got to a point where I felt really lost. I didn't know what I should do. I didn't know what I should eat. And so I decided that I was going to try and take some classes. My sister actually came with me to a few because I was too nervous. And so one of those classes ended up being an indoor cycling class. I went to an LA Fitness. We walked in together, we took it. It was really challenging, really hard. But my sister was like, you know what, let's keep going. And so we ended up taking 2 or 3 classes together, and I ended up falling in love with it. Started cycling every day, became so obsessed with it that I ended up becoming an indoor cycling instructor for Cycle Bar. And so for anybody that follows me on my personal page, you guys see that I'm always posting Cycle Bar content. And this was really my introduction into the fitness world. And for me, cycling and becoming a part of Cycle Bar, it wasn't just the workout, right? I did end up losing about 30 pounds. I ended up finding nutrition that worked for me and my lifestyle. But really the most important part for me was the connection that I found to fitness, really that deeper meaning and my reason why. And working out for me wasn't working out anymore. It was something that I did for fun and for me. And so I decided to get my personal training license through NASM. And so I started programming and just learning about fitness just for my own self. And so people started asking me questions about what I was doing. And so, my mind started racing about how many people I could truly help. And not just help from the fitness perspective, but help them find something that they truly enjoy, right? If you don't like jumping, you don't have to jump. If you don't like cardio, you don't have to do cardio. And so that's what I decided I wanted to do, was really just help people find something that truly worked for them and their lifestyle. And so when the pandemic happened in March of 2020, I was laid off from my job, not even a month later, and decided that, I want to take all my experience and do something that I'm truly passionate about. And so I decided to start training in August of 2020. You guys are looking at where it initially started. We flipped our garage, decided I was gonna hold some assessments here, start meeting people, promoting on my personal Instagram page. And 4 weeks into it, I had 20 clients. And so that was the birth of Klasik Fit. Lauren Klasik Fitness ended up becoming Klasik Fit in December of 2020. And since then, we have about a team of a little over 40 trainers. We are in person in 5 states, but we serve all 50 in a virtual capacity. We offer nutrition coaching, as well as just straight programming, where we just write workouts for clients to do when they're not with us, as well as we work with corporate partners. So we build corporate wellness programs. We work with resorts and hotels to provide group fitness and personal trainers for their facilities, for their guests as an additional amenity. And so in a really short amount of time, we've gone from just me to a team of 40 plus, over 250 clients, 5 corporate partners, and this is just the beginning. And so, really the point of this video is to thank everybody that has been with me since day one. I have clients that are still with me. My first ever client is still training with Klasik Fit. And from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate everybody that has trusted me since day one, and everyone that trusts our trainers today, coming into your homes, trusting us to train you virtually, being able to critique your form, give you the proper feedback that you need, but also being that support system for you and really trusting and believing in what we say. So thank you, Klasik Fit. Thank you, trainers. Thank you, corporate partners. Thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my heart for trusting us every day, believing in us, and this is just the beginning.